Okay, so today we're going to start a new poem called a Diamante, and it's in a diamond structure, and it has 7 lines. It forms the shape of a diamond. It compares two contrasting or even opposite words. So the first thing you want to do is you want to decide on your topic. So once you've decided on your topic, then you'll know what your two things are that you're going to be comparing and contrasting. Now, for the sake of this, I'm going to make my title Diamante, make sure it's spelled correctly, up at the top of my paper. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Now, I'm going to think of two contrasting things. So they have done an example of son and father. You could do daughter and mother. You could do dog and cat. You could do summer and winter, fall and spring. Young and old. You could do Christmas and Halloween. Like if you think that they contrast or they're opposite, then they're good. You can do that. So I'm going to do summer and winter. So I'm going to come over to my paper and I'm going to do summer. And then I'm going to go down and do the opposite, which would be winter. Now in between is where I'm going to go line by line over here of what my directions say. So first line is a noun, the opposite of the last line. I've done that, summer, and the last line is winter. And I'm going to fill in the middle. So the next line is two adjectives that describe the first line. So what are two adjectives that describe summer? Hot and sunny. Okay? Now, next line, 3 ing verbs relating to the first line. So what do you do in the summer? What actions do you do? So I'm going to do swimming, sleeping. Why is sleeping? Because that's what we do when we don't have to go to school. So swimming, sleeping, let's do playing. Because, again, we're not in school. All right, so the next line. Now, I do want to point out, after the last poem that you guys did, you have to have either a comma in between your words or the word and, but you can't just have 3 random words next to each other. You have to have comma or like I did up here, the word and. Okay, the next line says 2 nouns about the first line separated by 2 nouns about the last line. So 2 nouns about summer, pool, and ice cream. Now, you've got to switch gears and we're going to start talking about winter. What are 2 nouns about winter? Christmas and what says winter? Blankets. I don't know, like warmth, you know. 3, now I've gone down to the next line and I'm going to do 3 ing verbs related to the last line. So 3 verbs about winter. These are actions. So, skiing, I'm thinking. Sometimes you have to just go on to the next line and come back to it. So the next line is 2 adjectives that describe the last line. Winter, cold, and it just feels dark. So I'm going to say cold and dark. Now, that line was pretty easy. So now I got to go back up to my 3 ing verbs related to winter. So skiing, no, I don't want to do sleeping again. Hold on. Okay, so I want to show you guys what I just did while I paused the tape because I was having some trouble coming up with some verbs to describe winter because it's just cold and there's not a lot going on. So I went to Google And I searched up verbs for winter. And I saw some good ones in random places. Freezing, cooking. This one is melting. So I like those. So I'm going to do skiing. How about cuddling? And freezing. Okay? So sometimes you're going to need to go and get some ideas from an outside source. Ask a parent, ask a friend. It's okay to not know all on your own. So this is my Diamante poem. Do you see how it forms a diamond? Summer, hot and sunny. Now, when you're done, you're always going to want to go back and read because you might think of something that's better or different and you might want to change it. Summer, hot and sunny, swimming, sleeping, playing, pool, ice cream, Christmas, blankets, skiing, cuddling, freezing, cold and dark, winter. So they are opposites that go into the line that has both. All right, so that is an example of a Diamante. We'll give you another example tomorrow, but this one's going to take some thought. So you might want to print this page out and use it as a guideline. But you're definitely going to want to write your first line and your last line first, and then fill in what's easy after that. Okay. I will do another one tomorrow as an example, and then you will not need to publish this one until Friday. So you have 2 days to do a rough draft and 1 day to do your final copy. Okay, good luck.